This major is ideal for students who want to understand the process of communication, as well as communication disorders such as stuttering, selective mutism, autism-related communication disorders, and other types of communication disorders. If this sounds like you, welcome to day 76 of my 90-day challenge, where for 90 days I am highlighting a college major, letting you know what it's about, what courses to expect in college, and what are some of the career paths you can get into with these degrees. Today we're talking about communicative science and disorders, so let's get started. According to the American Speech Language Hearing Association, or ASHA, a communication disorder is an impairment in the ability to receive, send, process, and comprehend concepts of verbal, non-verbal, or graphic symbol systems. Often, communication disorders are associated with speech. However, communication disorders can be in hearing or language. Disorders can vary in severity, and they can be acquired or developmental. Some of the common variations in communication disorders include speech, so we're talking about stuttering, articulation disorders, selective mutism, fluency, or voice quality. Next, we have language. So here we're talking about impaired comprehension of a language, or even use of language systems, both spoken or written forms. Next, we have hearing, which is impaired sensitivity of the physiological auditory system to sound. And the fourth variation is the central auditory processing, which involves impaired information processing of audible signals. So in this case, somebody can hear the sound but has trouble differentiating it or interpreting what that sound is. The Communication Science and Disorders major therefore helps you to understand the communication process, the science behind the communication process, and teaches you how to help people with communicative disorders. One of the common career paths to get into with a degree in Communicative Science and Disorders is becoming a speech-language pathologist, who, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, as of 2020, the median pay for a speech-language pathologist is about $80,000 a year, which translates to about $38 an hour. When it comes to job outlook, the employment growth rate for a speech-language pathologist is projected to grow by 29% from 2020 to 2030. So there's a huge demand for speech-language pathologists compared to all other occupations. Loving what you're hearing so far? Then support this video by giving it a like, and let's look at some of the courses to expect when majoring in communicative sciences and disorders. At Michigan State, some of the courses to expect for this major include Introduction to Communicative Sciences and Disorders, Anatomy and Physiology of the Speech and Hearing Mechanisms, Descriptive Phonetics, Speech Science, Language Development, Evaluation Procedures in Speech-Language Pathology, and Clinical Methods in Communication Disorders. You're also encouraged to participate in undergrad research, study abroad, internships, or independent study in order to graduate with a degree in communicative science and disorders. So it's always a good idea to talk to your academic advisor to make sure that you're planning out your semesters optimally and you're not wasting time and money taking unnecessary classes. Books and tuition can be very expensive. For a full list of courses offered for this major, specifically at Michigan State, I will leave a link in the description for you to check out after this video. Still with me? Let me know by answering the question in the comment section below, and let's look at some of the career paths you can get into with a degree in Communicative Science and Disorders. With a degree in Communicative Science and Disorders, you could work as a hearing aid dispenser, a nursing assistant, a child life specialist, a behavioral therapist for children with autism, a newborn hearing screening specialist, a nursing home coordinator, a daycare center aide, or an ASL interpreter. Apart from industry, you could further your studies in grad school and work your way to becoming an academic professor or a speech-language pathologist. Do you know any communicative science or disorders students or graduates? How about sharing this video with them to show them that you know something about their major? Also, if you want to learn more about college majors, careers, and undergrad research tips, consider subscribing, especially if you're a Michigan State University student, because I use MSU resources as examples in most of my videos. Watch this video next, and I will see you all tomorrow as we discuss public relations. Jacqify out.
I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us.